Hello everybody, we are back in our base, the lower decks of our ship, and currently we are planning to do something very special. We are going to build a big reactor. So
Yep.
we prepare our room here and do some modification on our ship so that it will
can fit here, so
yes, that it can fit here. So now we will start working on that.
So as you can see, the reactor is 7 by 7 by 6. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. So hopefully, well, the reactor will be. I mean, we all have already enough power to keep our system, but we wanted to make reactor because if we ever
yes, it
need
is not
more power,
reliable. Is it that
yeah.
pronounced?
Yeah, it is much reliable. Never mind. Well, we will need reactor power soon because reactor gives us a lot of power. And let's get this thing on.
Let's start.
Let's start. Okay, so 7 by 7 by 6, 8, and this is our reactor. So the big reactor is really a good thing. It is a top tier for power production. It can be various sizes, so it can be like smallest, I believe it's 3 by 3 by 3. Where
yep, that's correct. 3 by 3.
Yeah, where you have only one space in the middle for fuel rod, and that's all. So you will need a fuel rod to get your reactor, and if you right click on any block of reactor at any times, you can see here that we need control rods. Okay, so basically it's saying us what we need if we miss something, and that's our control of build, so we can see what we are missing here. So we are building the 7 by 7 by 6 reactor, which hopefully will serve us to the end of these episodes. I mean, to the end of this series. So, well, this is only the first season of the Mineoid server. So we are hoping for the next season too. And yeah, so you can see that Milos is leaving empty space for control
rods.
How is it? Yeah, control rods. Okay, yeah, that's how that they are called. I forgot how. I forgot how this is named. How all pieces are named, because I did it all back in my single player series in Agrarian Skies, and since then I haven't been built any reactors, so this is all pretty much new for me too. I mean, I forgot most of the things. Okay, so
let's do it like this.
Yep. Wanna place your control rods.
Oops.
Okay, that's a reactor controller. Yeah, that has to go over here, and control rods. Yeah, you can see those control rods. So what these control rods allows us to is that we can specify depth of of the rod inside of reactor. So by default it's on 100%, I believe. So the rods are full height in the reactor, so it's operating at maximum capacity. But we can also control the reactor output power and the reactor fuel reduction, fuel consumption by controlling these rods. But now, as we set up this thing, we are not able to control them because we cannot access them from the top, and we actually don't need to access them. So good thing. So I just built this energy conduit which can output 20,000 RF per tick. So that will go straight to our... Oh, this is RedNet port. You need a power tap here on this. Do you have a power tap?
Nope. Let's build one.
Yeah, let's craft one. So the power tap is basically how you get your power out of reactor. So this ender conduit is going straight into our capacitor bank. As you can see, if I hold my Yeta wrench, see that it's going underneath, and it should be filling our bank. I have disabled this connection here, so we're not losing. We are losing some power here, so we want to see how fast the reactor can fill up this capacitor bank. Okay, so is that good? Okay, power tap. Hopefully this can connect. Yeah, there we go. To reinstall that. Okay, and controller in the middle, and as you can see,
it's ready.
You can access this thing. It's ready to go. And these ports over here are for input and output. So this one is input. So we'll see, let it in inlet mode, and I'm going to specify, for example, oops, and that. Well, actually, I need import and export bus. Import and export bus. Okay, so export bus should go here. And since this is multi-block, we are going to install. I made this ME conduit from Ender.io. So what this allows us is that it's acting like Ender cable, and you can fit many cables inside one block with that cable. Okay. So that's why I made this. So I'm going to connect this thing here. Hopefully, or not. I believe I. Yeah, ME glass cable here, and import bus here. Okay. So this import bus will import anything from here, and this export bus should let's see, export.
Here it is. Yellorium are in.
Oh yeah, it's exporting Yellorium. As you can see, it's filling slowly but surely. We can increase the speed of this export bus by adding some acceleration cards in it. But we actually really don't need the speed in that port. So you can see that it is filling and it's full.
Yep.
Okay, so the reactor can go now, and we can see how it generates, how much power it generates. So will you start this reactor?
Yep.
So it can be started on this button here. So Milos is gonna press it, and you can see that we are getting the core heat is increasing because dramatically
No cooling.
it
It is.
increasing. Yeah, this is reactor without cooling, so we have only air inside, but we can cool that down with many liquids, which we are going to do later on. So at the moment, this reactor is producing 3.6 thousand redstone flux per tick, and it's consuming 0.2 millibuckets of thorium. You can see the core temperature. Okay, so it's not very efficient. I mean, it's big here, and definitely needs a coolant inside, and that will increase dramatically. That will dramatically increase decrease the core heat and fuel consumption, but it will increase the power gain. So we will get a lot from that. Okay, so this is our reactor, and it's producing, well, basically it's producing as 12 of these magmatic dynamos upgraded. I believe these dynamos only produce as third of a reactor capacity.
With all updates.
With all updates, yeah. So the reactor is much better
Efficient.
thing than these.
But we must
Okay.
make some cooling stuff for him to make him more efficient.
Yeah, we sure do. So here we will have some waste, which will be the cyanide. Now if we, well, we already got some cyanide.
Yep.
9 ingots, and that's waste from this reactor. This can be, I believe, processed into yellowite
Yes,
again.
there is a machine which do that.
If we ever need that. But the quarry is doing a fine job and keeping our yellowite at good supplies. Okay, so we will make a cut and we'll be back with more stuff here. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, hello guys. Okay, so we are back here and we want to improve this reactor because we are wasting a lot of fuel. And yeah, so we have all resources to upgrade this thing. Be as efficient as possible. We are going to use resident ender as coolant inside. Yeah. So for that we are going to need fluid transposer and magma crucible. So you're going to place them next to each other. These conduits there. I'm sorry. I have them. I have them. Sorry. So magma crucible. So we have some power. It can store a lot of power here. And let's see, input from the top, output to the right. And then fluid transposer input from the left. And that will be it. For now. So we are going to dump some ender pearls, and it's start cooking them. Not sure if I need a hopper, but let's try without hopper. Yeah, I need hopper, so I'm going to get rid of the chest here and place a hopper. There, and hopper chest. And I cannot open this. So this chest and ender pearls there. We should get some molten resonant ender. Okay. So the next task is just to get that resonant ender inside of our big reactor. So we can fill that. Get that bucket and well, basically we can just, I believe, you know what, we should try to go from the top and we can well, we have wings, so that's much better. And we need to fill these gaps here in between. And that's what we are
So we
going
need
to do
put on every box.
Every block, yeah. So we need to fill this totally. There we go. Okay, so we are not going to bother you with this thing. We are going to do this manually and we'll be back to see the improvements. Okay? Okay, be right back, guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back. Okay, Milos has filled up this reactor with resonant ender and we are ready to see the improvement. So last setup, I believe it has had about 3.6 RF per tick.
Yes, and temperature core heat was 2000
and 2200
I think more than 2000.
Yeah, more than 2000, and we were spending about 0.2 and something like that millibuckets. So let's see now. Can you start this thing?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay, so you can see that definitely we are getting a lot more redstone flux and we are wasting a lot less fuel. So this is much better setup than it was before. So you can see that it is almost 3 times better than the last break.
Yes.
So this is awesome. We are going to turn this off because we already have decent amount of power coming from these magnetic dynamos. And once the nether, pump in the nether stops, we can then turn on the reactor. Okay, so that's the plan. Okay, so this is the reactor room is finished up, and in the next episode we are going to do some magic. So we are going to take a break from technology mods and get along with the Tomecraft, which we have on this server. And the Tomecraft room, I believe we had an idea that we should build it like a tree, massive tree, and a big room inside the tree.
Yeah.
And it will be covered with leaves. So from the outside, it will be like a massive, big giant tree. And inside it will be all Tomecraft and stuff. So hopefully until the next episode we'll get this tree done and room for the Buildcraft, and we can start doing some magic. Are you excited?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know, do you have anything to say, Milos?
Yep. Also, we started to building a deep base down here.
Yeah. That's the Milos idea.
And
So
basically,
we needed to
this is
expand.
under construction currently, but it will be used for our spawners and something like that.
Yeah, so since the ship is not so big as it is, we need to expand somewhere else, and Milos has had an idea to go here and start expanding here, building rooms for the spawners and all kinds of cool stuff which we are going to get along in the future. Okay, so I believe that's all for this episode. What do you think?
Yes.
This was a good episode. Yep, and yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Hope you guys enjoyed here, and check out our links in description of other YouTubers, and visit our forum. You can apply here if you are a YouTuber and if you are about 18 years old. And yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe us, like our videos, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.